I think we're just being like brainstorming about in regards to that, but just this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Samoa's relationship with witchcraft and Samoa's relationship with the supernatural, which I think it's witchcraft. I'm just not even going to say supernatural, but just this thing that Samoa has in regards to, the whole relationship with just witchcraft in general and how it's everyday life. So
100%.
Why don't we dive into that?
But
I
even
think
the word witchcraft,
I
don't think a lot of them, they don't take too nice to the word witchcraft.
Honestly, I believe,
because it's obviously witchcraft. It's very bad. But what other definition do you want us to use?
Yeah,
because ultimately, it's if it's demonic, it's witchcraft.
100%. But I like when you say that because it's true. Because I think that's one of the words too. Like when Samoa think about witchcraft, I like, because I honestly believe that Samoan people think that witchcraft is from God. Like they believe that people that do all that type of stuff and stuff like that, they go, it's a gift from God. You know what I mean? So that's for them, it's more godly work than it isn't, which is very interesting to me. Like how the perspective of Samoans.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we just dive into it?
Let's dive into stories.
Okay, we'll dive into stories. What's it called? One story. Oh man, there's heaps that we have in Samoa. You know what's funny? One thing about in our village, which I don't get as well, is how Samoan people treat, how they speak about ghosts. Like, in my village, like when we're like, there's a certain time of the night, it'll be like, saying I woke savali nga or I woke gaming and I'm like, why? And just interpret to our friends, it's don't go to the water hole at a certain time or a time of the night you can't go there. And I'm like, why? Because they go, because the ghosts come and they come and guide and the means they go and bath in the thing. And I'm like, do you really treat like ghosts that way? Like they're real people. Yeah. And I think it's our relationship with the dead as well. As how we view the dead. Yes. Which goes into that as well. It's very specific how we treat the dead as well. So, and I was thinking, you really think that ghost have the time? Or like, what do you think about it? And you say in English? It's so whack also.
Because they must get dirty in the underground.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're doing something, they're doing a luenga, they have to come and kaele. But that, like, when you say it, like, when I wasn't in God and I heard it, I laughed at it. But it was such a normal thing. The language, like leo maiku
and the thoughts, like the immediate response to it. It's so natural.
Yeah, it was so normal.
Like, back at home.
Like,
don't whistle at night.
Yes.
Because, the ghost will come and smack you. Or don't brush your hair in front of the mirror. And, because, you can't be pretty and looking your sounds or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. Like even when like I wasn't in God, like, and I used to like go out clubbing and stuff like that, and my dad's like, because certain what do you call it? When they have village ghosts. Dad, there's a word for it. My dad used to. I know it's equal. He said it. Like he goes in Savai. He goes, you can't swim there because it's like and I'm like, and this is when me and my dad had an argument, but we won't go into that. We'll go into that. Before I didn't know God, it was such a normal thing. Like I laughed at it, but it was like a part of life. It's like, okay, Samoa, they believe in this fear. Yeah, they believe in this, and I'm like, whatever. Yeah. I never questioned it, like, because I just felt like I lived in it. Does it make sense? My grandma would be like, fulfilling.
It's just normal. It became a part of life.
Yes,
it was part of our life. So.
And obviously, the people like diaspora who live outside won't understand. But if you go Samoa a lot of times, it's a part of life in Samoa. Other people are like, no, it's not. But I think there is some. But what's your experience of that? Because that's me. For me, it was so normal. I laughed at it, but it was just like, that's what they believe. I didn't care. I just did whatever. But like Samoan people literally believe that ghosts come and go at a certain time. And when you say in English also...
There's this one story. Now, rest in peace to her soul. She passed away. There was this lady.
Please don't use names. I hope when we tell these stories, people are like, hey, that's my family.
Hey, she's talking about my...
That's my village.
But there was this lady, she was at the kangi. The kangi with... She was getting water.
Yeah.
She was doing something. She was doing her kangamia.
Yeah.
But next to Kangi, there was a cup on the bottom.
Yeah.
And she said she's doing her washing.
Yeah.
And she said this lady, this random, she's never seen this lady, tapped her on the back and said, "Oh, can I have a cup of water?"
Yep.
And then she turned around and she got the cup that was under the kangi and she filled it up with water and she gave it to the lady. Yeah. And the lady went to drink and then the lady goes, "Gosh, look at this. The state of this cup." Yeah. In Samoa, she goes, that's the lady. And the one that gave it, the lady that I know, she's from our village. She was doing her kanga, she was doing her what? She was like, she was pretty much saying to the lady that she gave the cup to, like, if you've given something, just drink it. Yeah. Don't take for granted or, 100%. Don't talk back like you're here asking me for water. Yeah. And that was the intention, right? And then the lady was like, she was like, I think she swore as well. Like, if I've given you something to drink water. Yeah. Whatever. And by the time she looked up, it slapped her. Yep. The ghost slapped her so hard that it left a massive handprint on her face. Oh my gosh. And she disappeared. Yeah. No one ever saw her. And I think the thing that worked up the community with that story was she had the handprint on her face for like a week. Damn. Like several days. Yeah. And she was getting more and more, she was getting sick. She was sick after that. And they went to so many falls. And every fall said, because this is what they call, when you're sick from a ghost, they call it mai Samoa. Yes, that's correct. So they say, mai Samoa. Yes. You got the flu, mai Samoa. Your leg is got cancer, mai Samoa. You got a toe infection, mai Samoa. Your marriage sucks, mai Samoa. No, honest. It is. It is. Like, all of that mai Samoa. Anyway, for this particular lady, they were like mai Samoa. So then they went to a witch doctor. Yep. And the witch doctor had told her, you have to go to the family. Yeah. Which family? The ghost's family? Yeah, the ghost's family. Do you know how ridiculous this is? This is so fun. Go. What does she do? Probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my entire life. What did she have to do? She had to go to the deceased person that slapped her. Yeah. She had to go to the family. Yep. The house. Yes. And she had to go and hit the left side of the bulla of the house. There's no one in this house. Yeah. And she had to sit down and apologize. Yeah. At the back of the bulla. Yeah. To an empty house. Yeah. But it's in there, it's not empty. Yeah. And then when she finally did that, after I think 2 or 3 days, the handprint finally went away. Yeah. That's why they believe in it. That's why they believe in it, yeah. And then she got better, but then like a year later she died. It's that dark humor kicking in. So I mean, she's probably now like dancing with the one that gave her the. I mean. I knew this was what I knew when we were going to talk about this, we were going to laugh about. They're probably having slapping competitions with each other. No, but now that you speak about that, like every mai Samoa story I heard, it's so specific. Mm-hmm. Like in my family, like when someone gets a mai iku, it's like, okay, it's this people's family. Girl. And this is what you got to do. And they are laughing at you, so you got to go to the house. Yes. You got to do this certain instructions. And I'm like, mate. But it's not even just our people. Sometimes I personally know that one of my cousins was like being haunted by a Fijian man. Yeah. Oh, I've heard that too. A painting. Girl. One story I heard, I'll tell you the one story I heard was a Palangi brought a painting from Samoa and then he brought it back to Australia. Yes, that's the story I heard. I think my dad heard it on the radio. These are all in there. And he brought it from Samoa and there's a figurine inside the actual painting. Yeah. And I think one of his sons passed away and they were trying to figure out what the son passed away from. So what they did was, people going around trying to figure it out. And then where he got the painting from, it was a mai iku. And they're apparently saying that painting is cursed. You need to get rid of it. And they said there's a figurine and it moved like inside the painting. Yeah.
I know, it's crazy, but like even
crazy.
palangis and stuff like that. But I think it's Choral demons. You know, that's a real thing. But I think what we're talking about is just how specific and how crazy some of these stories are.
Oh my god!
Like that's one thing I heard. Like okay, I think I'm even going to go to it. Like I even heard like I was like believing that type of stuff as well. You know, like
there's so many things.
Ma'i Samoa is so real. Do you think the hospital believes in it? Sorry, also, do you think if people go to the like Samoan hospitals and they're like, no, take them to for it's a Ma'i Samoa. Have you ever heard of that? Like if they take them to like a hospital in Samoa.
I haven't, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Same as me, I wouldn't be surprised.
But as well, I know a lot of people that prefer to go straight to a fufu rather than go to the hospital.
Sis, I have so many family members.
My own.
Yeah,
family.
our own family.
They don't even go
in Samoa.
Samoa, they don't even go to like a doctor. They 100%. Go to the witch doctor.
Yeah,
because they feel like they get. I don't know.
It's a real.
It's such
the more that we're talking about it now, it's so crazy.
It is crazy to me, hey.
Yeah.
I think it's more crazy that the amount of weight that
they put on it.
Like, and that they carry in there. And the way they believe, like, they like
Sa'o le fo mai. Sa'o le fo mai. Ole ainga lea.
Olo ko ai. Ose ko fe ai ko ai. Ese ko fe ai. Do you know that was one of the words that I heard so much growing up? Like,
also so real.
Okase ko fe ai ole ai.
Yeah.
Like, which means like, oh man, this family is so savage.
Yes,
like,
100%.
So, evil.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. In that sense, when it talks about Ma'i Samoa, but yeah,
100%.
And it's funny that there's like certain families in Samoa that is like that. And you know what's crazy to me is that people in Samoa, they have a witch doctor for everything. Like if you have a sore leg, they're like, don't go to this witch doctor. Alu il from Lefanga or
the remedies that they have.
Mate, honestly, like
I have to say, my mom has remedies too. I'm so sick of this lady. Honestly.
Unless we're telling the truth, you want some medical remedies?
My mother has remedies too. Oh, I have the flu. Eat a ginger.
Yeah.
Oh, my headache says eat a ginger.
But that's a not remedy. This is what we're talking. Like I believe, like there's plants and that stuff like that. There's certain things that'll make us better.
100%.
But we're talking about. Go to a dead person's house, knock on the wood 4 times, and then you'll be healed.
Or tip hot boiling water over a grave.
That's common.
Yeah.
That's so common, eh?
So that they could
Yes.
burn,
100%.
So they can stop them from walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stories you hear, it's like, it's this family, it's your in-laws, the sisters. They weren't happy because you said this. And you know what? They're like, you know what? I did say that before she passed away. So I'm like, you don't remember your son's birthday, but you remember when, you know what I mean? Suddenly like, this is what's happened. And that's what I'm saying. Like every ma'i there is like, even like, oh man, I was always speak from like experience. Like in my family, they're like, I've really fought ma'i like in si umo, and because she does this type of ma'i. And it's funny because I've been to like, I've my cousins have gone to take them. They're like, oh, come with us. We're going to go take the ma'i. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. You told me.
Yes. Yeah, let's go. Honestly, when you go to their houses, you're like, this is witchcraft to the days.
100%.
And I'm like, my family know me. Like I stay in the car, speak. But I was like, okay, let's go experience it. Yeah. So we went. These witch doctors are always living in the bush. Very isolated as well. Yeah. Like from the ones that I've experienced. And I'm just like, they're either clowning you guys, because they get a lot of money.
Yeah, 1,000%.
They get a lot of money,
1,000%.
But I think a lot of like, I sure have spoken about personal experience, but that's the only thing I can speak about. But they get a lot of money, and they're very isolated. Like majority of like the stuff that I went to back in the day, like even with my granddad and stuff like that, it's like it's always like gonga vao, like. And you know what's funny also is like when we get there, there's an eerie feeling, of course, because it's demonic. Yeah. But the line of cars that are waiting to go to the Fufu Samoa, it's so crazy to me. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, we're taking her because she's got a thing on the vai. And I'm just like, what is it about our people and the belief in this thing? And I think that's my next question is like, why is it in Samoa is like, We don't believe in medicine, but we believe.
Why is there such a
stronghold of the witchcraft in Samoa?
Right.
You know, we laugh about it, but it's actually a real thing.
It's a real thing. That's why we laugh at it.
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
Because it's such a real thing. Because now that I'm talking about it, like, you know, like we've been to witch doctors, like my family, like have it all, and I'm just like, can you just take them to the hospital? You know what I mean? Yeah. And Samoa has this fake covenant where they say, you know, we're founded by God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Am I saying fake covenant? No, I shouldn't say that. Well, Samoa has this covenant where they say they're founded by God.
Yeah.
But I see more in the everyday living they believe in the devil than they do in God.
Yeah, yeah.
In the everyday living.
Yeah.
So really,
it's funny. You know, I was listening to half of this podcast with Lecrae and Jackie.
Yes.
And she said something. She said on their most recent podcast, they said, people nowadays have, although they believe in God, they're more interested in the enemy.
Ooh, dive into that.
No, that's what I took.
Yeah.
Like, she said we may believe, like a lot of people believe in God.
Yeah.
But they are more interested in Satan. And you know.
I get it.
I for some odd reason, as we're talking about, you know, witchcraft in Samoa and how much I now understand more of what she just said. For me, I'm just like, okay, I don't think it's so much where our people are more interested in witchcraft, but it's more so, it's the longest reliable thing that they could have.
Damn.
Do you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, yes.
It's something.
It's part of our culture.
It's part of, because it's been their go-to before the gospel arrived.
Come on, yeah.
And it's the way they've kept.
Yeah.
You know, it's the
tradition.
They've made it a way of life.
Yeah.
It may have never been or shouldn't have started of it, but it's become a way of life. That's why it's still so alive.
Yeah.
That's why there's, you know, maybe then there was not as many, but now it's like, it's gone so crazy because, you know.
And I think, and I like what you say that, is that we're more interested in the things of the devil, because I think that, like, I think the enemy has a way of covering things where it makes it seem like so interesting, so dramatic. And I think our people are very interested in that, like dramatic things. Right. You know what I mean? So, and I think
noise.
Yeah. And I think God is a God of peace. But I love how you say that. Like, I think the enemy has a thing of covering itself.
100%.
Where it makes it look, it is God, but it's not of God. And I think that's where Samoa, like, they believe in that the fall and all that stuff is like, they believe it's of God because it looks a certain healing. It looks like a certain, you know, person is good.
But I think as well, it's like, I'm sorry, I was going to say something and it quickly ran through my head and I laughed because, like, sometimes things can be fixed with a Panadol. I'm sorry.
Sometimes, but that's what I believe. Like, it's the dramatics of it.
Yes.
It's the dramatics. Like,
sometimes things,
like even me, like when my dad goes, they've gone to take they've gone to take my certain someone to think like, what's the story? What's the story? Like, because I want to laugh at it. And then the way when my dad tells a story, it's like the dramatics of it. And you're like, okay, I understand why people are interested in the things of the devil, because the way they talk about it, it's like, oh my gosh. But when you do it things God way, I think people are like,
because, you know,
surrender.
Yeah, exactly. And
obedience.
Not only that, like, I think outside of God, everything, like for example, the enemy does everything. Yeah. You just have to look.
Yes.
Whereas in God, you do the work.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know, sometimes that's people that are Christians, should I say. Sometimes some Christians are just like, I'm so worn out from the world. Yeah. I just want to sit here in your loving peace. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah. That's why a lot of people, when they come into a house of God, right, when they get planted in the church, the hype of a new saved Christian,
100%.
Yeah. And then after that hype is dead, now it's like, okay, now go serve. Yeah. Now it's okay, make disciples. And then it's like,
I like what you're saying in that. No, I was going to tap into that as well, because I was thinking one thing about Samoan people is longevity. Like, longevity. I think for Samoan people, a lot of things they want the instant healing,
100%,
the instant answer.
Right now.
And I think it's in our culture because the way we are. So I think that's why a lot of them, they do go to these people. They do go to the witchcraft, and they go to the these format Samoa and be like, and because there's an answer straight away, like, and they think it's like, okay, this is and it's from a human. They don't have to,
because they can physically hear it, physically see it, so they will take it. That's what they want,
and they want immediate healing. And I think that's what,
or a solution. It's not even healing; they just want immediate answers. That's solutions,
100%.
Because sometimes healing doesn't come straight away.
And
they know that. But if there is a way to get to the healing, they want to hear about it right now.
100%.
There's a solution. I want to hear about it right now.
And there's, to add to the little dramatics about it, I want to hear about it right now. And I think it's that curiosity side of us, in humans, the curiosity side. And also, I think for Samoans, the dramatic side as well. But I think it's true. I think it's so everyday in Samoan life that they don't see it's bad. And I think when the devil can do that and blind you for thinking, you know what I mean? And that's what the devil does. It blinds you, saying, this is good.
It's
this is good.
You can do that.
You can do this. You know what I mean? And you can still go to church, and you can, you can still serve. And it's not doing that. And I think that's what Samoan people, it's become so normal that it's not normal.
It's not normal. And that when correction does come, or a form of correction does pipe,
because I already know I already know when this episode comes out, it's going to be like,
they don't know anything.
It's
going to be like,
whatever.
It's the first thing's they're going to trend and say, what do these two know?
I know. Who are they?
Live in Samoa. They haven't experienced.
I know. That's what happens when you're colonized. You believe in a colonized God, a colonized world, and you don't even know Samoa. I'm like,
these ghosts and all of this was here before God came, before Jesus was introduced. Oh my God.
Honestly, this whole thing about, we should go back to what Samoa was. I'm just like,
I am not worshipping a turtle.
I'm not eating a turtle.
I know it's so bad. When I went to Samoa, my villagers, they were on the paper for that.
And what eat? So I thought we don't eat them because there's a certain thing about them. Like there's Samoans think there's a certain turtles.
They eat turtles.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
I did. As soon as I looked at it, I knew it was a turtle.
Oh, really?
I was so sad.
That's very sad.
It was so sad. But there's when they go see manga, there's only a certain time, you can,
even those things, there's only a certain time,
No, but that's not anything spiritual or anything. It's that's why Samoa is one of the top 5 countries in the world that actually has
sanctuaries?
No, they go sisi omanga,
for 100%,
where they try and
take care of the land.
And they try not do anything that disturbs
nature
in the ocean.
Yeah.
If only they were like that, but
in their spiritual life. But anyways, we'll keep praying.
But that's why there's certain times that they can have a turtle, but the other times they can't, because the turtles have to go and migrate and
keep populating,
mating, and then come back so we can eat your children. But oh my gosh, when I saw it, someone was like, "Is this along me?"
Yeah. And even when you say if this is along me, when you say that, it's got weight to it. Allow me.
No, honestly. And you know how they catch my little nephew, he was just coming with a ball and he was like, allow me. And I was like, hello. What? I was like, that cannot be it. But it's sure enough it was. And I was like, oh,
damn. I didn't even know that.
But back in the day, they used to worship these things.
Yeah.
One turtle will come up to, or they have one shark and they all bow down to it.
Yeah. But it's funny because even our, when you hear a lot of our Samoa and all our, how we have that Samoa language, a lot of it is from the old days.
Yep.
Even our language is embedded.
Yeah.
in certain legends, certain things that happened in the 100%. Past. So it's like
even our songs.
Yes.
Songs.
Because people are saying some of our songs are chants, witchcraft chants. And I'm just like, bro, it's that deep, isn't it? Like when you think about it.
Yeah. It was the only way to keep it alive.
Yeah. So I think
to have these things installed.
Music, language. And all that stuff. It's all that.
Why am I like
I feel like this is like opening up something else.
I'm like Samoa.
And I think this is what people will counteract with us. Like, how do we keep our culture then? Yeah. How do we keep? What is culture then? Like, how do we keep? Like, if we don't have music, and I'm not saying that, but what we're talking about is specifically, it's just witchcraft and how everything's very normalized
and tied, like together,
very tied to our everyday living.
Yes,
like one thing, like I'm just gonna go into it. One thing one thing that I heard was like even like sometimes the lils they go to the ballets. Also, that's common, eh?
Yeah, it is common.
Like they're like, oh, we're gonna go to the ballet to see which person stole the money.
Yeah, like it's very normal.
And that's what we're talking about is how everyday witchcraft is so embedded in Samoa that even the people of God in Samoa don't realize it. And I think that's what
I you know what, it's not even just don't realize it. I think the people are you know, supposedly in God.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
Knowing.
Yep.
But let it happen.
100%.
I think that's one thing.
Ignorant. Turn a blind eye to it.
I think it's not. I don't even know if I would say a blind eye.
Yeah.
I just feel like, man.
Man pleasing?
Man pleasing?
Yeah.
Man pleasing, and also like I guess the fear.
Yeah.
Fear plays a part in
100%.
You know, fear in multiple ways.
Yeah. 100%. And that's it's one thing we've always spoken about in our culture is man pleasing is so big in our culture. 100%. So to seep into the church is another thing. That's crazy though. Like now we're thinking about it, like a lot of our legends, like a lot of our music also.
Like, you know, as we're speaking about it.
I know, I'm thinking about
before I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. But now I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we? Who are we? Like, why?
And there's legends. And written God's.
And I don't know how it's like dressed as a man. It's so beautiful. Or you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like these chants or these songs and the way of life and how we do certain things. Like, you know, I don't know how it became so dressed as and beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, it really isn't.
Yeah.
And then, it really isn't.
And that's the way of the enemy is to blind 100%. Things. And I think what's what we said is like disguised. It comes in disguised words. Like it's that, and it's so embedded in our DNA, so embedded in that.
And then I think, oh my gosh, when the truth does come in whatever form it is, or when a godly aspect comes in, when a godly point of view comes in, when a godly sound comes in, right? It's so foreign to them that it becomes so counter. Like,
yes,
no,
example.
And I'm not saying, oh, we are this mighty God. No, actually, no. Godly woman.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not saying that we are perfect woman.
Yeah,
we do believe in God.
Yeah,
we do believe in Jesus Christ, right? But I feel like this will be one of those things
100%.
that they're going to be like, because they are so embedded in what they know,
100%,
what they believe in, what they choose to believe in, what they choose to hold on to, right? Mm-hmm. Because you hear a lot of people like, oh, for the culture. You know, this is for the culture. This is what they mean. You know, all of it together.
Yeah.
And then when we have something to say about it, you know, it's going to come off as
Fiopoko
or
Ako kala sa mea ke leiloa.
You don't know anything.
Yeah, 100%.
I know nothing.
100%.
You don't know what goes on in here, and like, you know, we're too young.
You know, and I believe that too. But it's funny because me and you have that perspective sometimes.
100%.
Hey, but
Girl,
it's true.
It is true.
I think the reason why we wanted to talk about it is because one, we wanted to laugh.
You know, at first I wanted to laugh, and now I'm
thinking about it. I'm like, good Lord. I think the enemy is playing with our people. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I literally believe that the enemy is counteracting a certain area of our culture and disguising it as part of our culture.
I know.
Oh, that's
a word.
Like, I think there are certain, things that we do in our culture, and the enemy is be like, yeah, this is a part of Samoa.
Yeah.
And anyone who speaks against it, and anyone who speaks against it is not Samoan. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
we're 685, but cover your mirrors.
Yeah, 100%.
We're 685, but hey, no one whistle when you walk past.
Hey, we're 685, but let's just go see this person.
Yeah.
Who has no authority, nothing to speak over your health, to speak over your life, and change your house, honestly. So I think for us is like, man, what are you listening to, Samoa? Who are you putting your trust in?
I know, right.
Your life.
Yeah.
I've heard of so many stories where it's like people have died because they're always taking them to Mai Samoa.
100%.
So for us, this is not a matter of just witchcraft. This is a matter of life and death.
Yeah.
Because our people are actually believing these things and be like, I believe Mai Samoa because you know what? It's a Mai Samoa. Yeah. These people end up dying. And you know what? Later on, I always hear 99% of the time, oh, it was just cancer.
Right.
It was just throat cancer. Or it was just something like that.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, you don't know that. It's like, bro, these are costing people our lives.
100%.
Like, let's be real.
100%. And I think as well, like,
this is going in so many directions.
it is. I'm trying to
I'm trying to zone it in. Yeah.
But we can't help it because every time we do zone it in, ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Something rings a bell. A light bulb.
Yep.
Like, for example, even we were talking about this and I'm like, is this explaining to me why Samoa's the way it is? The chaos.
Yeah.
That it's politically chaos.
Yeah.
That it's in. The way of life. The economics of it, of Samoa.
100%.
Like, is it because we minimize God more and more and more because of the way of life?
Yeah. Because I like what you said.
Because we've really boxed God into the cathedral. We've really boxed God into church.
The clergy. We've boxed into God into a falesa. We've boxed in God into the clergy. And the institutions of the local, that God hasn't been able to reign in our everyday living.
100%.
And what that does is it stops. Because, you can see it. Once you take God out of the foundation of a nation.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You look in the things of kind of like America and all that. People coming in and taking, just the foundational, godly, governmental things. And you see it crashing. Slowly. And that's why there's been a rise there for the right of people who are like, no, if you take God of our nation, because people don't understand, certain nations were founded on the foundations of God, and that's why they succeeded, right?
Yeah.
People want to see it, colonization, all that stuff. I'm talking about just the foundations of government and all that. So I'm thinking, maybe that's why Samoa hasn't reached a certain peak, certain freedom it's gone. It's because
100% certain freedom.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And I think, man,
this is deep.
Girl, this is deep. This deep.
Because I think when we were talking about it, we were laughing, but it's just like, the more you unpack what the enemy does.
And I think more so now that when you actually narrow down and dissect certain things, like, for me, it's just like, man, wait, well, how come we haven't been able to change that?
Yeah.
Or why doesn't they talk about why? The why.
Yeah.
Or like, for example, for me, I'm just like, if a witch doctor in Samoa is famous, how did he get famous?
Yeah.
Did he raise someone from the dead? And that dead person came and told them,
I know.
He raised me.
I know.
Like, that's crazy.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy. There was, I will never forget, there was a story.
Go.
And I watched the whole thing on TikTok.
Okay.
And there's I don't know if you follow her. There's a one of the sisters.
Yep.
When I say sister, I mean she's another fellow Samoan.
Okay.
I'm assuming. But she's explaining on her channel, on her page.
Yeah.
She shares stories like this, and she said a story about a whewhiau that was in Malua at the time. And it's got me thinking. Now, I'm not going to break down the story or anything. It's pretty much what a round of it is pretty much there was a wa'o in Malua that went into one of the churches, whatever, and there was a very murky feeling, blah blah blah, but and the devil took him. The devil took him from like
Malua.
In Malua, and one of the churches, like the devil took him, and till this day he is missing.
They haven't found him?
They haven't found him.
Was this lately? Or was this just like a legend?
No. This was like in the 2000s.
I've never heard this.
Oh, not even in the 2000s. Maybe. Oh, no, yeah, in the 2000s, I'm pretty sure she said.
Okay.
But yeah, till this day, and the one that sent through the story was the daughter.
Damn.
Yeah. Until this day, they
still can't find them.
Yeah, their father's missing. So for me, I'm just like, okay. The reason why I'm saying the story is because I think we misinterpret. No. Sorry, let me channel that back. I don't think we misinterpret, or we do in certain things. I think that witchcraft is so witchcraft is so big in our culture that I don't think that our people realize, because we've kept it alive, it's now like a stand. Like witchcraft is now like
has authority,
and not only that, like no matter how much
they try to
counteract it because it doesn't hit the root of, of certain things. So now I feel like the enemy just
reigns.
Playground.
That's so good.
Playground.
I mean, I'm not saying good, but that's a deep thought.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's true.
Because now I'm just like, well, of course, if it did happen.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it did or it didn't, whatever, not whatever, but, that's just specific situation.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just like, if it happened, it happened. Why? Yeah. It had nothing to do with, because,
Madua, nothing
to do with that, but
if you give permission for something in a territory.
And when you entertain these things.
Oh, come on.
When you entertain these things, they don't just manifest. They come in fruition.
They come full force.
Oh, man. And they will take what is theirs.
That's very deep also. Whoa. And now that we're talking about it, it's true. If you give the enemy the reign in your territory, it doesn't back up.
That's why. And I think that's why they believe in it so much, because so many things are actually happening in front of them.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that. That's the thing too.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that certain things are happening in Samoa.
Yes.
Because if it didn't, I would be surprised.
Yes, 100%.
But the way it has gone for centuries, years, the way it's gone. Of course things are happening.
Yeah. Now that you talk about it, it's true.
It should happen.
Yeah.
The amount of times that you have given offerings, girl, boy. The amount of times, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I honestly, you're hitting something. And now I'm saying, you're saying we shouldn't be surprised that these type of things happen.
That there's supernatural things happening.
Demonic things.
Demonic things.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised that demonic things are happening. Of course they're going to happen. Of course they're going to happen when you're going to go hit an empty house. Girl, but of course they're going to happen when you start whistling after 100%. This and that. Of course. And on top of that, of course it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Especially, of course, things like that happen when you entertain sin.
Yes. That's very true.
Bathe in sin, when you live in sin, when you accept sin.
Yeah.
And then it makes it 10 times worse when you dress sin up.
That's it's funny, like now that you're talking about, you're like, we shouldn't be surprised that these demonic things happen because one, we entertain it, one, it's a part of everyday life. But just the way you're saying that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, like, we're like, why is Samoa like this, why is Samoa like that? Literally it's that, because no one has it literally is. We have to give permission for certain entities, certain demonic territorial demons to reign in certain areas in Samoa. And we're surprised that these things always happen and surprised how people turn to those things.
Right.
So it's kind of like a cycle. It's like they're giving certain demonic territory, they give them permission to come and reign in their lives more and more and more. Man, that's such a good point also. Literally, you shouldn't be surprised that this happens because why? There's no counteract to it. Like it's like they're giving permission for the enemy it's like an open door. You know what I mean? Like when you open your door, things come in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's why like when you open your door, and I think that's spiritually as well.
Oh, 1,000%.
It's funny that we're so about land, it's our land and
100%.
that. But when it comes to our spiritual mind and our spiritual life, people in Samoa open the doors.
Take whatever you want. You want my land, take my land.
And it goes to a relationship that we have with the dead as well, how we bury them in front of our house. Yes. You know what I mean? Like that's so normal to us.
It is.
Oh man, this is.
It is. It's very normal to us. And let me just say this.
Go.
This is why I'm not surprised we now have a Muslim community in our country.
Okay, yeah.
Especially for a country that had nothing to do with that side of things.
Yeah.
Now we have a whole community
100%.
of Muslims.
Yeah, it's the spiritual aspect of it. And you know what's funny? The night that we're talking about that, people in Samoa like, it's not that deep. I was like, bro, you believe in a Ma'i Samoa and you cannot believe that you're opening up a door for the devil to come, not just in your family, but in your village.
Yeah, in your village.
You know what I mean?
I think village, but I think it's not even just family. Like, you open a door to your family, right? And you think family is like my family right now.
Yeah.
No. You open a door to your family, to your kids, to your kids' kids, your kids. Don't understand that. It's not just the family you have now.
Yeah.
The door you open will be a generational door that will continue to stay open until,
so a bloodline comes that is higher. And it was funny, I was talking there with my sisters. They're like, man, Samoans and that. I was like, because it's a generational thing. Okay, and it's a bloodline thing. Okay, and there's only one blood that can restore it back to its original blood. And then they're like, that's so true. It's like there's only one blood. There's only one blood that can really cover.
One blood that we asked
to break. You know, it's funny because we were talking about that like beforehand. We started speaking, even before our first episode. We were talking about how generational traumas.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. And you're like, yeah, because I had to break certain things.
100%.
Man. Generational spiritual trauma, like, those things, those doors, man, if you're in God, make sure you break those. You know what I mean? Like
no matter how
those
long
doors,
it takes.
no matter how long it takes.
And
I think it's that's why it goes into the whole, I'm not saying this, but it's probably a little bit off topic, but why there's generational pedophilia, there's generational.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because there is a spiritual door open
100%.
that someone opened long before you were even born and made that a generational thing. And I know why I went to that, but I was thinking that's why it's generation. You know what I mean?
I understand.
There was a door that was open
100%.
and no one has closed it and no bloodline has come to actually interfere into that sort of space.
And even when things do kind of come to try and counter that, it's so shunned upon.
Yeah, 100%. It's like the truth, but I think that's normal. But I think that it's like the truth is something people laugh at now.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's so funny to me is that people will believe in people believe in ghosts, but they won't believe.
Oh my gosh! Right.
In the power of God, and they won't believe in that God does heal, does restore, and it's funny how that sort of I wouldn't want to use a word that I don't understand, but sort of dichotomy of it is that we can believe in the most craziest things. But the one truth that is, no one believes in it. People believe in rocks also. Like people believe in like I said, turtles. Crystals. People believe in turtles. Yeah. Like in our culture. Like we believe in like the craziest things.
I remember I went on this TikTok live battle.
You like your TikTok live battle?
No, this was a couple of years ago, actually.
Yeah.
I went on TikTok and this guy, like his channel, they were just talking about random things, and then one of the one of the hosts was saying, like, if Samoa just went back to where it was centuries and centuries ago before, the gospel.
Yeah.
Before the white, he doesn't even say the gospel. He said before the white man came. Yeah. We should go back. We were so in harmony. I felt so. It was probably the funniest live I've ever been on, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember stories of Maliakoa eating people.
Yes.
Like, they were
multiple wives.
No, but he was physically, there was in the Samoan times, back in the day, it was when both worlds were
one.
That's how demonic it was. That's how, listen. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get into something.
Get in it.
So in the back, Iasoangamua, that's back in the day, both worlds were
intertwined.
Were intertwined. So you never knew what,
was wrong and right,
what was reality and what was the spiritual, the demonic spiritual side. Yeah. So they were together. Yeah. And it was that. So that's why you'll hear there's certain. You're right. Yeah. Before there's certain songs that they sing of, but way back then, the king was like this massive as giant. Yeah. He was a giant, literally. He was a, what do you call them? He was a giant, and he used to the way he ate was people would give him their firstborns, the males, and he would just pick them up and eat them. People ate them. And for me, I'm just this guy came alive and he was it was so harmonious back back in those days. I was like, no. I was going to say that word, but I stopped.
It was stopped. We'll get that.
No, but
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Harmonious?
Yeah.
What the heck? You can't pick and choose what side of history that you can, display or, say. Because that's not true. Yeah. There's so many things. There's so many stories. There's this funny ghost story. I find it funny. Yeah. But I'm from an island that's its own village. Yeah. I'm trying to stay out of names, but I'm just going to say I'm from Manonotai, Mangongokai, and we used to have a waterfall in Mangongokai. Yeah. And there's a story that because Aporimakai is literally right next to us. Yeah. And they didn't have water. Back in the day they didn't have water. Okay. They didn't have they didn't have a clean water. Yeah. And then one time they came and sucked up the Apolima ghost came, sucked up the waterfall and took it there. Yeah. For water, for fresh water. Yeah. But we didn't really need we obviously having a waterfall would have been beautiful, but we did have filtered water. Yeah. Somehow it got there. Okay. But stories like that, I'm like,
I think when a lot of people do say that, it's they're like, man, we should go back to when before Christianity came, before that came. I'm just I think people don't realize the weight of saying that. You know 100%. What I mean? It's do you mean as in go back to living on the land? Yeah. Yes, that's cool. I believe in that as well. Go back to the Mokmanga, go back to, living on land and stuff like that. But when you say, let's go back to before the white man comes, morally, culturally, and politically, no. You know what I mean? I think that's why. Course. Yeah, and I think that's why people get mistaken. We were so harmonious back then with the land and blah 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 blah. It's just when you say that, just say I want to go back to what Samoa was, as in regards to the way we used to live, as in the land and stuff like that. But worship,
I don't want to live in the land.
I know you don't. I love the whole.
I ain't about the land.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
I know.
Wait, if the land was there's swimming pool.
Yeah, I know you. I love the whole. I'm opposite.
She's a very farm person.
Yeah, I'm very a farm person.
I love the farm on a picture.
Yeah. Yeah. But not living it. It's so true.
City girls.
I think it's also too because I think it's just being kwa. I think it's brought that into me. So I love that, living in the land, and I believe that's why some diseases and stuff like that. But in that sense, but I think some people say that let's go back to then, and it's such a, I don't know, maybe it's a Western way, and people are no, I'm not thinking about Western. That's how it's yes, it is, because all your college graduates, all your go university, all my speak to anyone in Samoa that lives in Samoa, see if they want to go back in those days. 100%. And I think that's another thing too, 100%. Is a lot of these college graduates, a lot of these diaspora are saying, we need to go back to what Samoa was. It's like, okay, I love that you say that. But why don't you talk to the people in Samoa, like my aunties, like my cousins,
100%.
and ask them if they want to go back to what Samoa, because that's your opinion. But what, like, as a college graduate, as a
what you've heard and what you've seen and
what you've studied.
Yeah.
But if you actually go in Samoa,
to the ones that are living on the
in Samoa, maybe ask them. It's like, how do ask them?
That's so good.
You know what I mean?
So good.
And it's like, so it doesn't say, oh, that's not a Western mind. No, that's your Western mind. Because if you ask people in Samoa, what they want to go back to, ask them. You know what I mean?
But you know what? We should ask them when we go Samoa. Guys.
Guess what? Make that announcement. Total Talk will be in 685 in August. Jeez. Get ready for it. We're going to do a live there. That's exciting. So we're going to do that. But yeah, just honestly, this has been an awesome topic.
Yeah, no, it has, because like I think even we had a certain angle that we were coming with
100%.
when we initially talked. But even I honestly
it's opened up so much.
But I honestly believe that God is also like, hey, you may think this is an angle. Yeah. You may think this topic is for certain, but I'm taking it somewhere. Yeah. And he really is. I really feel like there's a vine for this specific topic. Yep.
And you know what I really do believe is that this vine is actually going to go into deeper topics, because I feel like, damn, I didn't realize, like...
Well, we kind of roughly went over like probably 4 topics just in this topic. Just one thing.
And I think that's one thing that... It's funny that when you dissect something, what comes out of it?
Even when dissecting as well, it's like, man, you dissect to dissect.
Yeah. Right. It's like... Just the power of going back. And that's very interesting. And it's very interesting as well, as we're talking about these things of Samoa, and we're going back to Samoa next month and stuff like that.
And it's so funny, you know, I interpret whatever, but it's funny because, you know, se me kakekali when we talk about this, you know, have a little fit laugh and but what is me walu le channel ka what is me talking opinion.
I was just about to say that to you, like also I'll just be like, honestly, this topic came up because I wanted to laugh.
Yeah.
But when you said that whole thing about if you give the enemy authority, that just changed perspective for me.
Me too.
Like that, I feel like God just boom.
Yeah.
Like he goes, and when he said that, I was like, hold on, say that again. Like, I'm like, that is
right. Because it's very true. It's very true. But,
I love that you said that. I was like, man, like, I think we've been laughing and saying it's demonic, but the deepness of it, it's just like
100% is, and it's. I honestly, it just comes down to something that we have said from the beginning when we started to talk. Was, man, you do anything outside of God, it's darkness.
It's darkness, eh? And I think even like diving into this topic, I don't know how people will react in that, but I think one thing for me, it's just really deep in my mind in regards to Samoa, in regards to...
Me too. I'm like, bro, how long are we going to let the enemy play with us?
Yes.
People, our land. Guys, wake up. We're fighting the wrong battles.
Another thing that we'll probably have to talk about is the civilian affairs that our people like to fight about.
Oh, my God. You know what? Now, the civilian affair that it's not even funny.
I'm not even want to talk about it.
It's not even funny, but like, our current, like, female is lesbian.
You know what? This was going to go to episode 3. We need to stop right now and go into another thing. That concludes our episode 2. Because we're going to talk about the political realm soon in our next episode, especially going to the next election. God. I think that's something that we'll dive into in our next episodes is our political realm in regards to Samoa. Thank you so much for joining us into our Samoa's relationship with the demonic.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you to our friends.
This is a new look for us,
100%.
and even though like we're a little bit calm. I don't know if you've noticed, but like I guess the environment we're in right now is a little bit more calm, a little bit more silent.
Yeah,
but the conversation is just as intense. It's just as intense. As
and you know what's funny? Not having the live audience has able to harness us into the things that we talk about, because usually when we have our live people, they take us to another dimension, 100%. Which we love and we're going to keep. But I think in this season, Tautua is just very intense and the things that it talks about, and with no interruptions, it's amazing what God can do.
100%. Because usually we're like, oh, this comment said, this comment,
and then we go into it.
Yeah, we go into it,
and then
it takes away.
From what we're actually. I think what really God wants to speak about.
100%.
So I think,
I guess for the season as well.
And for the season. And it's funny, our live will come back. But I think we just, you just got to go where God tells you. I mean, you do what God tells you to do. It really does open up so much things in your life, doesn't it?
I have to say, I am so excited. Today has like
lit up fire in us.
Oh my gosh. I want to do this tomorrow. I love this. Look, I'm so excited.
We're so excited for this new season. And we're excited to be back. But like I said, follow us on all our social media, because that's how we grow our audience. And honestly, we're not looking to be viral. We're just looking to speak into stuff. Our vision is to serve, to speak, to laugh, and we stay to that. We're true to that.
Really do.
And I think we have we really lean.
I think we really do. And I think the Delulu side of us too. Like
we love that too.
Yeah.
We're opposite. So thank you for joining us for our second episode. Join us for our third episode. We'll be out.
Yes.
Shot, guys.
Peace.
Peace.